So the last emotion I'd like to share with you is loneliness. How can we overcome loneliness, right? And sometimes it's difficult to be on your own because like again, as a human being, we want to connect. Okay, we are social creature, which means we want that connection with others. Okay, so when you feel lonely, that means your connection with others, with community, society, the world is missing. Okay, because again, we want to connect. Okay, and we lack the connection. That's why we feel lonely. We are connecting with others. But there's a lot of time where people have a lot of people in their life, but they still feel lonely. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you have a lot of people in your life and you will not feel lonely, because you can have a lot of people, but if you're not connecting with them, then you still feel lonely. And that's why there's a lot of people that still have a lot of people in their life, but they still feel lonely because the connection is not there. Because human beings are about connection. Okay, you have to build connection to create a sense of belonging. Okay, so in this case, I will share with you six different forms how to build a connection to decrease that loneliness. Okay. So first, when it comes to your family, okay, because your family, you live with them, right? And the people that you live often, you want to build a connection with them. So in this case, when you are within your family, you want to add value, contribute. The way to we have to feel a connection belonging with anybody or anywhere, you want to contribute and add value, okay? And you want to use your strength and talent to add value, right? So like for example, within your family, every time your family have meetings or discussion, you want to be part of it, okay? You want to raise your voice. You want to share your suggestion, share your idea, okay? You want to be heard, okay? Even though your family might not agree with you 100%, because that's not impossible, right? But as long as you share your concern and value and being heard within the family, you still feel connected, because your family hear you. And when your family are a part of you, then you feel connected. You feel belong in your family. And that's why sometimes kids run away, because they raise their voice, they share their concern, but the family never hear them. They're never a part of the family discussion of and meeting. And that's why they don't feel belong. And that's why they run away. But you want to try your best, okay, express to your family your concern, your value, your belief, okay, and be heard and raise your concern. And when they can see and understand and see that you care, then you can start to build a connection with your family, a sense of belonging, okay? You want to work together with your family to improve the family structure, and the more you are part of it, being part of the family structure and part of the family discussion, then you create a sense of belonging, okay? Create a sense of connection, and that's what you want. And then it will decrease your sense of loneliness. Okay, so that's one aspect to help you decrease loneliness. Another way to help you decrease loneliness is within your social group, friends, school, church, community, or even at work, or whatever social group you are a part of, okay? So in this case, you have to add value and contribute in those social group, right? So you want to make sure you use your knowledge, skill, strength, and talent, and add value whatever group you are in, okay? So like for example, in a friendship, in a group of friends, you want to make sure you share your concern, you want to be heard, right? But if you are just a person that just sit there and listen, and don't have anything to share, then you feel left out. You're not part of the group because you have nothing in common with them. And when you have nothing in common with them and you're not sharing your value and belief with them, then you feel like, oh, I have no common, I don't feel belong. And when you don't feel belong, then you don't feel that sense of connection, okay? And then you feel lonely. So even though you have friends around you, but if you are not belong and not contributing within that group of friends, you still feel lonely, okay? So you want to make sure that you speak up, okay, and share your concern, and share your opinion, share your viewpoints, okay? And also, you want to be comfortable saying yes and no to them, right? Because there's a lot of things that you might not agree. And you want to learn how to say no. By saying no, you are expressing your viewpoint. By saying no, you are expressing who you are. And your friend should make you feel comfortable to give you the ability to when to say no and when to say yes. Okay? And when you have that ability and be comfortable saying no and yes, then you feel belong. Okay, you feel like, oh, okay, I can share my opinion, I can share my perspective without, being turned down. And that is important. That creates a sense of belonging within your friends. Okay. And also at work, work is another place that you want to also be heard. You want to make sure that every time there's a meeting, you want to express yourself. You want to share your concern, your skill and talent, how you can bring value to the company. Because if you're not bringing value to the company, you feel like, oh, I don't belong here because my strength and talent is not supporting the company, right? And so you want to see how your strength and talent can contribute to your company. But if your value and your strength and talent is not contributing to the company, then there's not a good fit for you. Okay, so every time you don't feel belong in any group, okay, at work, school, a friend, then that means you need to find a new group of friends. You need to find a new group of work, of people to be around with. Because no matter how much you be around with the wrong group, you will not feel belong. And then you will also always feel lonely. And do not be afraid to let go of your current group and find new group, okay? Because there are countless of group out there that you can belong, okay? There are unlimited of group out there that's waiting for you to be accepted and belong. It's just, are you willing to let go first so you can meet new people? And again, if you are a great person and if you have strength and talent, there will be people, there will be groups that are willing to accept you. You just be willing to put in the effort to find new group of people, because there will always be people that are willing to accept you. It's just, are you willing to let go of the group that doesn't fit you to find new group? Okay. And so that's another way to increase your sense of belonging, to decrease that loneliness within you. Okay. The next way to decrease your loneliness is contribute to your community. Okay, because you are a part of your community, right? Your community consists of people, right? If without people, then there's no community. And so you are a part of your community, okay? So like, for example, if you live in an apartment complex or in your neighborhood, you want to make sure you add value in your apartment complex or in your community to feel a sense of belonging and comfortable, okay? So like, for example, in your community, you want to feel that when you walk around, you don't feel afraid. When you are feeling afraid, that means you don't belong there. You don't feel comfortable there. Okay, that's why you're afraid. The reason why we feel afraid because we don't know who's in the community, and we're afraid that someone will jump us or rob us because we're fear. But if you get to know the people around you, then you build connection with them, then you won't be afraid because you know them, right? Because you build a relationship with them. And so that's why in your community, you want to make sure how you can use your strength and talent to build connection with others. Okay, and when you start to build connection with your community, you will start to feel that your sense of belonging at a bigger level. Your community is at a bigger level, right, than your friends. And when you start to build a connection with your community, you will start to create a sense of belonging that is so great in the world and society that it will be one of the strongest sense of belonging that will not decrease your loneliness, that will not increase your loneliness. Okay. So here's some tips how to build a sense of belonging in your community. Daily or weekly, walk around your community or your apartment and see what is happening. What activity is happening. Get to know people. Build a relationship with them. Okay. The more you know, the more you understand. And the more you understand, then you feel safe. And when you feel safe, then you feel like, okay, I belong here. Okay. And a great thing is that you want to make sure you build a relationship with other people, right? Because community is about people, right? Without people, then there's no community. So you want to learn how to build a relationship with the people in your community. Be friendly when you see people. Introduce yourself. Create small talk. By doing those three things, you start to build a relationship with others. You open up to others to build a relationship. And the stronger your relationship with others, you will feel safe, right? Because you know that others will support you. You know that you're in a safe environment because others will support you when you need help. And when you do that, you create a connection and create a belonging with those people within your community, okay? Another way to contribute to your community is small acts of kindness. Whatever things that are needed in the community, put in the effort to do it, to improve it. Yes, you might not get a 100% result, but if you put in your effort in, do your part, you will build a sense of connection with your community, okay, a sense of belonging. And if you see a piece of trash that you can pick up easily, then do it. By doing those small acts of kindness, you are like, okay, I'm part of the community. I am contributing to my community. And when you contribute and add value, it will build a sense of belonging and connection, okay, and that will decrease loneliness, okay, because when you care for your community, you are caring for yourself, right? Because again, remember, your community is you. You are part of the community. When you care for your community, you care for yourself. And when you care for yourself, you feel valued, you feel appreciated, and that will decrease your sense of loneliness and increase your sense of belonging, okay? So this leads to the fifth way is you want to see how you add value to society and the world at a bigger picture. Okay, and when you can add value and society at the bigger picture, that is when you create life, meaning, and purpose. And when you have life, meaning, and purpose, that means your belonging in the world, your connection in the world is so strong that you will never feel lonely because you have the world to support you. You have the world to be connected with. And when you connect to the world and society at a bigger level, then you will have this meaning and purpose always within you that you will never feel lonely because you have the world backing you up, okay? And then that's how you start to fulfill your full potential as well, okay? So whatever your strength and talent is, you want to start out small, okay? Start out small, doing small things in your own way, and then the more you learn and apply, then you can start to apply it in bigger way. And the more you do it in a bigger way, the more you can contribute in a bigger way, then the more life, meaning, and purpose you will develop, the more a sense of belonging in the world you will feel develop, okay? So here are something to help you get started, how to add value to the world and society. Look at the world and society and see what is missing, okay? What needs to be improved. And then you want to see how can you use your strength and talent to fulfill that missing gap, okay? You want to learn new ways to fulfill that gap, and the more you fill that gap of something that's missing, the more you create a sense of belonging, okay? And if you do not know how to apply your strength and talent successfully, then do some research, okay? Do some research to see out who is doing similar things as you, who have the same strength as you, who have the same talent as you, and see how did they apply their strength and talent to contribute to the world and society, and then see how can you do the same thing as them, okay? And even though you might not see the result instantly when you contribute to society and the world, but that's okay because it all comes down with a sense of belonging. If you truly do your best, okay, in using your strength and talent, you can still feel a sense of belonging and contributing if you do it successfully. If you are truly put the effort in to apply your strength and talent successfully, you will still sense a sense of belonging. You feel like you're worth it. Okay, you feel like, okay, I'm doing a good thing, even though you might not see the result instantly, because the way we feel about ourselves is not really about the result, but it's how much effort you put in. Are you sincere in putting your effort and learning to using your strength and talent to contribute to society, to make an impact in the world? Okay, and when you can do that, you feel like you are worth it. You have something bigger to live for. When you have something bigger to live for, you feel like my life is worth living, right? Because I'm doing a great thing. And when you're doing great things, that means you're looking forward to living life, and you feel like you are not alone anymore because you have something bigger. You have something can contribute. And when you can feel that, you will never feel alone because you feel a sense of a strong connection, a stronger belonging in the world and society, and that is something you worth living for. Because when you feel lonely, is because we are not adding value, okay? And when you have something bigger, you will never feel lonely, okay? Even though you might do it on your own, even though you are contributing to society and the world in your own strength and talent on your own, but you will never feel alone because you have the world backing you, okay? You have this giant world supporting you, and that is the biggest aspect, okay, of a sense of belonging and a sense of connection to a greater cause, okay? And then this lead to humanity. Okay, when you have something great that you can contribute to the world and society, you want to leave behind a legacy, right? A strong legacy that, okay, my life is worth it, and that's humanity. You want to connect to humanity in a big way. When you die, you can still say, oh, I did a great job of leaving behind. You did a great job of contributing to society and the world, and you have a mission. The way that you contribute to society and the world is your mission. Your mission is a life, and the great thing leaving behind a legacy is that your mission will never die. Okay, you want to have a mission that is so big that when you die, someone else will carry on your mission. And when someone else carry on your mission, that means you are alive forever, and that is leaving behind a legacy. And when someone carry on, that means you will never gone, because someone is continuing your work, and that is a great legacy. And that's when you contribute to humanity in a big way. And you want to do that. And when you can do that, you feel alive. And when you are alive and you have that mindset and believe that I can leave behind a legacy, and when you are alive, you will develop a strong connection with everyone and everything in the world. Okay, now not only with other people, but with things and with society at a bigger level. Okay, and when you can feel that, and when you believe that you can leave behind a legacy when you are still alive, and when you pass away, then you'll feel a sense of connection, of belonging in the world. Okay, and you will never feel alone, because again, you have the world, you have society, you have humanity backing you up. Okay, and supporting you. Okay, and that's one of the great things about being a human being. Okay. And the last thing to help you contribute and add value more successfully is you want to learn how to connect with yourself, right? You want to have a good understanding of yourself, because if you don't have a good understanding of yourself, such as your strength and talent, then how will you know what to contribute, right? To add value to your family, friends, society, your community, and the world. So in this case, you want to learn how to build a strong relationship with yourself. And the more you understand yourself, you can make better decisions on how to add value, okay, to everything and everyone. Okay, so you want to always constantly learn to become a lifelong learner, to learn new things about yourself. Like again, the more you can understand yourself, the better opportunity you can add value to others, okay, and to contribute to others. And when you can truly contribute to others successfully in your own way, you start to respect yourself. You start to care and love yourself, because you realize that, oh my God, I have all this strength and talent. I can add value. And when you can see that, then you start to appreciate yourself, because you can see that you are a great person and great potential. Okay? So always learn how to improve yourself. Take care of your body, mind, and spirit. Spend time with yourself. Okay? Enjoy your own company. Learn more about life, society, and the world. And when you can understand all that about society, the world, and yourself, the more you can contribute, okay, to become a better person to improve your community, society, and the world, and the people that you're around, your family and friends. And when you can do that, you will have a great connection with everyone and everything. And then you will feel a sense of belonging and connection, not only with your family and friends, but at a bigger level. And that is what you want. And that will decrease your loneliness to a point that you will never feel lonely. Okay? And so I share a lot about different ways to decrease your loneliness, right? With your family, friends, work, your community, society, the humanity, and yourself. So you want to apply, contribute to many ways as possible, and not just only to your friends or your family, but you want to apply as many ways to your community, because the more you apply and contribute at all level, then the more you feel a sense of belonging, right? And the stronger it is, the more lessly you feel lonely. Okay? So another way to help you decrease that loneliness, to counteract that loneliness, is to create more positive emotion, right? Because when you have more positive emotion, then you will counteract the negative emotion of loneliness more successfully. Okay, so some of the way to help you create more positive emotion is to, again, create meaning and purpose, create meaningful goal that get you excited and motivated to wake up every day to go out there and do things to help yourself and others, and looking forward to doing them daily. Okay, meaningful goal or goals that have no destination. Okay, goals that you can do for the rest of your life. Okay, no destination, because as long as you are alive, right, you want to keep doing things that are meaningful. Okay, that give you purpose, and if you can do that daily, then you will create a sense of belonging daily, which means you will never feel lonely. Okay. So you want to see which kind of goal that you can use your strength and talent that you can do daily. Okay, and when you can do daily again, then you will create a sense of belonging daily. That will decrease your loneliness. Okay. And also another thing is that personal development, and I share a little bit about that already. You want to be stronger. Your emotion is your emotion, but you can be stronger than your emotion. It depends on you. Okay? You do not want your emotion to be stronger than you. You want you to be stronger. And personal development is the key. Learn how to become a stronger person. Learn how to build your characters. Learn how to increase your self-esteem. Learn how to increase your self-confidence. Learn problem-solving skill. Okay? When you do all those things, then you become a stronger person. So no matter what kind of emotion manifests, you can learn to control it, because you know that you can think logically. Okay, and not allow your emotion to control you. A lot of times we allow our emotion to control you because we are not strong enough. We are not clear enough. We cannot think clear enough to make better decisions than our emotion, right? If our emotions are stronger than you, then your emotion will take control of you. But if you are stronger than your emotion, then your emotion can't control you. You are in control of your emotion. And then you will start to believe in yourself that I can tackle anything. Okay? And when you are stronger than your emotion, you will feel great about yourself because you can make better decisions. Okay? And then you increase your self-worth. Okay, I can do this. Okay? So when you are becoming a stronger person, you will master your emotion. You will not let your emotion control you. And then you will be in control of your life. Okay?